In today's video, I'm going to show you how I set up and embroider an applique hat. Here I'm using 2 pieces of cutaway. This is a 4x12 3-ounce backing from AllStitch. And everything I'm using here, I'll post it in the description. I'm using my favorite dad hat. This is the Yupoong Unstructured Dad Cap C245CM. To hoop my hat, I'm using the Gen 2, and the best part is the push handle, which locks and secures my hat nice and tight. So here's a good view on how it looks when everything's nice and tight, even before I lock my hoop. And before locking, I just want to make sure I'm nice and straight. And once I'm straight, I just clip it and I'm good to go. Here's the back side of the hoop, and as you can see, my backing is all secured, ready to go. For those who have a Gen 2, what I do, so we have these wings here on the side. I remove this one on the right hand side. Usually if you get some registration error, usually because it's hitting this part of the wing here. So this is this wing here. For some reason it doesn't hit this one. Okay, but if I ever have registration problem, I could take this one off too. But for the most part, I just take off this one. Let's go ahead and insert our hoop. And once you hear the click click, we are locked in. So when I'm doing the trace here, you want to listen for any bumps, anything that you think that'll make it lose registration. You'll hear it right here during the trace. This is a contour trace, and this gives me an accurate trace and confirms I'm exactly where I want to be. And once everything looks good, I am ready to push start. The first stitch, this is my placement stitch, and it's used as a reference on where I'm going to place my applique twill. And now I want to measure my twill and cut it to the correct size. And the tackle twill that I'm using, it has an adhesive on the bottom, so I can easily place it down into place. And really, you can use all types of fabric. You can always add an adhesive to your fabric using something like Tender Touch or something similar. And here you want to be sure that your fabric stays nice and flat, and the adhesive helps it from moving and bunching up. And this stitch here, this is the cut stitch, and I'll use this stitch to cut my fabric afterwards. Okay, so far so good, and you can see how clean this tackle twill looks. And now I'm going to use one of my favorite scissors. This is the Gingher 4-inch curved scissors, perfect for round applique cuts. And you really want to take your time when you're cutting your fabric. Usually I'll sit down and I'm super zoomed in when I'm cutting, but here I'm just standing up just so I don't block the camera. And here I clean it up, and I want to make sure that all my cuts are close to the cut line. My satin stitch is set at 3.75 millimeters. So those little small pieces that are hanging out, it'll easily get covered up. Now gently, I want to put my hoop back on. And you definitely don't want to pull anything on your hat or lose any type of registration. So here I'm starting off with the outside border, and as an underlay I'm using a center run and a double zigzag. And with my text, this is all being done with 0 cuts in between my lettering. Right off the machine. Okay, I don't even think I gotta do any cleaning. Like, this is ready to go. Look at that. Right off the machine. Okay, we have a good angle here. Let me know what you think. Are you a fan of the applique? And also, since we have an adhesive on the back, with my hat heat press, I'll press this up and it'll secure my red twill even more. Now all we got to do is clean it up. And once we gently remove the backing, it is ready to go. I'm going to take some pictures and get some zoomed in shots, and I'll post it on the Romero Threads Facebook page, where I'm planning to be more active and post more detailed photos. All right, any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.